Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Saira Mujtaba. The headlines. Karnataka Congress Legislative Party to meet this evening in Bengaluru to elect their leader. External Affairs Minister Dr. S Jaishankar stresses on regular, comprehensive and candid dialogue between India and European Union with regard to Indo-Pacific. Council for Indian School Certificate Examinations to announce Class 10th and 12th results today. Cyclonic Storm Mocha likely to make landfall near Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh today. And in IPL Cricket, Punjab Kings beat Delhi Capitals by 31 runs at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. And now the news in detail. In Karnataka, after gaining an absolute majority, the Congress Legislative Party meeting is scheduled to meet this evening in Bengaluru to elect their leader. The Congress Party won the assembly election yesterday, with results giving it 135 seats. The BJP has won 66 seats and the JDS has won 19 seats. Congress has increased its vote share from 38.14% in the 2018 assembly election to 43% in this election. BJP's vote percentage was 36.35% in the previous election, which has slid marginally to 36%. However, the vote share of JDS has gone down from 18.3% to 13.3%. In a late-night development, the BJP candidate C.K. Ramamurthy was declared winner after a recount. He defeated Congress candidate Soumya Reddy by a narrow margin of just 16 votes. Meanwhile, Governor Thawarchand Gehlot has accepted the resignation of Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai. BJP President Jagat Prakash Nadda has said that his party accepts the mandate of the people of Karnataka with humility. In a tweet, he thanked all the diligent workers of the party for their efforts and the people who showed faith in the party's vision. He said, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP will continue to work for the betterment of the people and raise their voice by actively playing the role of a constructive opposition. External Affairs Minister Dr. S Jaishankar said that India and European Union (EU) need a regular, comprehensive and candid dialogue, especially with regard to the Indo-Pacific. Addressing the EU Indo-Pacific Ministerial meeting in Stockholm, Sweden, Mr. Jaishankar stressed that talks are not just limited to the crisis of the day. He said that transformations underway in India will merit EU's attention. Dr. Jaishankar called on the leaders to consider 6 points which include globalization, Indo-Pacific and leveraging of market shares. On globalization, he said the European Union has major stakes in Indo-Pacific developments, especially as they pertain to technology, connectivity, trade and finance, and it has to in respect for and observance of the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. Dr. Jaishankar said the EU and the world is better off with additional drivers of production and growth.
Indo-Pacific itself is increasingly central to the direction of global politics. Among the issues that it throws up are the problems inherent in the established model of globalization. Recent events have highlighted the problems with economic concentration as also the need for diversification. De-risking the global economy now involves both more reliable and resilient supply chains as well as promoting trust and transparency in the digital domain. EU and indeed the world is better off with additional drivers of production and growth.
Calling Indo-Pacific a complex and differentiated landscape, the External Affairs Minister emphasized that the EU and Indo-Pacific will become more strong if they deal more with each other. The Council for the Indian School Certificate Examinations (CISCE) will declare the results of ICSE, that is Class 10th, and ISC Class 12th result at 3 this afternoon. CISCE in a statement said that candidates and other stakeholders can access the results on the website www.cisce.org and results.cisce.org. It said for any queries pertaining to the results, schools can contact the help desk at the email address helpdesk@cisce.org or can call on 1800 203 2414. It also said that the individual candidates can apply for a recheck of their results using the Apply for Recheck button on the CISCE website. The recheck module will be activated at 3 p.m. today and will be available till the 21st of this month. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has said that civil services are the backbone of governance and have played a fundamental role in the implementation of government policies in the country. He was addressing senior officers and other dignitaries at the release of the book Reflections on India's Public Policies, co-authored by 1984 batch officers of the Indian Administrative Service at his residence in New Delhi yesterday. Mr. Dhankar noted that India's governance model, with its focus on transparency, accountability, digitization, innovation and entrepreneurship, is the envy of the world. He added that empowerment and upliftment of vulnerable sections have been effected with successful schemes, ensuring that even the most marginalized citizens have access to essential services. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at TIR News Alerts. Welcome back. You're listening to Morning News. The extremely severe cyclonic storm Mocha over the east-central Bay of Bengal moved nearly north-northeastwards with a speed of 18 kilometers per hour during the past few hours. It lay centered over the east-central and adjoining northeast Bay of Bengal region, about 750 kilometers north-northwest of Port Blair, 350 kilometers south-southwest of Cox's Bazar of Bangladesh, and may make landfall today. We have a report from our Dhaka correspondent.
Cox's Bazar administration has evacuated more than 4 lakh people to save cyclone shelters as the cyclone approached its landfall today. The area has been experiencing intermittent rain since Friday afternoon. However, the cyclone has not made landfall yet. It remained centered at midnight last night, about 410 kilometers away from Cox's Bazar, 490 kilometers from Chattogram, 530 kilometers from Mongla, and 460 kilometers from the Paira port. It may cross Cox's Bazar area and North Myanmar's coast around 9 a.m. today, said the Bangladesh Meteorological Department's latest bulletin in the morning. Maximum sustained wind speed within 74 kilometers of the center of the cyclone is about 190 kilometers per hour, rising to 210 kilometers per hour. Chattogram, Sylhet and Baisal divisions are expected to experience heavy to very heavy rain due to the effect of the cyclone Mocha. Rajesh Jha, Akashvani Samachar, Dhaka.
The Indian Meteorological Department has forecast rainfall at most places, with heavy to very heavy rainfall at isolated places in Tripura and Mizoram today, and rainfall at many places in Nagaland, Manipur and South Assam. Fishermen, ships, boats and trawlers are advised not to venture into the east central and adjoining west central Bay of Bengal and the North Andaman Sea and into the northeast Bay of Bengal till today. Those over the central and northeast Bay of Bengal and North Andaman Sea are advised to return to the coast. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, a gunfight broke out between terrorists and security forces at Andarwan Sagam hamlet in the Kokarnag area of South Kashmir's Anantnag district this morning. Official sources said a joint team of police, army and CRPF launched a coordinated search operation on specific information about the presence of terrorists in the area. As the joint teams of forces approached the suspected spot, the hiding terrorists fired upon them, which was retaliated, triggering an encounter. Meanwhile, the exchange of fire between the security forces and terrorists was going on till reports last came in. More details are awaited. 2 days after searches at multiple locations in Maharashtra, the National Investigation Agency or NIA has made another arrest in the 2021 Nawpada fake currency case, taking the total arrests to 3. According to NIA, the accused Mohammad Fayyaz Shikilkar was taken into custody for possession of 12 sharp-edged swords and other incriminating material linking him to the case relating to seizure of high-quality fake Indian currency notes. In Akola city of Maharashtra, Section 144 was imposed from midnight when 2 groups entered into a scuffle in the old city of Akola. The District Magistrate Neema Arora has imposed the curfew orders, and Superintendent of Police Sandeep Ghuge gained control over the situation now. A scuffle broke out last midnight in the old city area of Rajeshwar Temple of Akola. 2 people were injured in the incident. Public representatives from Akola reached the spot when they came to know about the incident. Ruling for 2 decades, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is all in for the presidential elections today. His main rival in the run-up is Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. Whoever wins the presidency will need to have sufficient support in parliament to back their plans. More than 64 million people are expected to vote at home and abroad on Sunday. To win outright, a candidate will have to secure more than half of the votes. In Thailand, voting for the general election is taking place today. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, the army general who led the last coup in 2014, is seeking another term. In the country's bicameral system of the National Assembly, 52 million eligible voters are taking part to elect 500 members to the House of Representatives. On to sports now. In IPL Cricket, Punjab Kings beat Delhi Capitals by 31 runs at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. Put into bat, Punjab Kings posted 167 for 7 in stipulated 20 overs, riding on Prabsimran Singh's 103 runs. Chasing the target last night, Delhi could only score 136 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in 20 overs. Prabsimran Singh was adjudged player of the match for hitting his maiden IPL century. Earlier, Lucknow Super Giants defeated Sunrisers Hyderabad by 7 wickets. Rajasthan Royals will lock horns with Royal Challengers Bengaluru at the Savai Mansingh Stadium in Jaipur at 3:30 this afternoon, while Chennai Super Kings will take on Kolkata Knight Riders in Chennai at 7:30 this evening. Indian shooters Hriday Hazarika and Nancy Mandhotra have bagged silver medals in the men's and women's 10-meter air rifle events at the ongoing ISSF World Cup 2023 in Baku, Azerbaijan. It was the first ever ISSF World Cup medal for 21-year-old Hriday Hazarika as well as 19-year-old Nancy Mandhotra. Hazarika made it to the men's 10-meter air rifle final. The Baku meet is the penultimate stage of the ISSF World Cup for rifle and pistol shooters. Final stage will be held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, before the ISSF World Championships in November at Doha. India have sent a 34-member team to the ISSF World Cup Baku 2023. The event will end today. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Anita Anand.
Thank you, Sarah. All dailies have covered Congress landslide victory in Karnataka, while the BJP is sweeping the local body polls in UP. Hindustan Times headlines, South Pole conquered, adding, local issues raised by local leaders seal Congress win. The Asian Age huge Congress win in Karnataka knives out in BJP as it loses Citadel in South. The Daily reports blame game starts in BJP. Many target top general secretary. Party likely to rethink strategy in MP, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. On UP local body elections, Sunday Pioneer informs BJP's clean sweep in UP mayoral polls. The Sunday Express writes, with Chief Minister Yogi front and centre, BJP scores big win in UP local body polls. On the by-polls in Jalandhar, the Daily writes, Jalandhar victory a boost for CM Man. AAP now has a member in Lok Sabha. The Economic Times writes, Adani eyes 21,000 crore farm stake sale in 2 group farms. The Asian Aid says Imran says army abducted him, forces deny any martial law plan. And in an effort to save the lifeline of NCR, the Times of India writes, Clean Yamuna overall act to form 22-kilometer human chain. With that, it's back to you, Saira.
Thanks, Anita. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Karnataka Congress Legislative Party to meet this evening in Bengaluru to elect their leader. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar stresses on regular, comprehensive and candid dialogue between India and EU with regard to Indo-Pacific. CISCE to announce Class 10th and 12th results today. Cyclonic Storm Mocha likely to make landfall near Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh today. And in IPL Cricket, Punjab Kings beat Delhi Capitals by 31 runs at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.